Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Masterpiece Shadow Panther, which is a repaint of their Cheetor. So, packaging. There. We took a quick look at it. He does come with the collector's coin, so you got this with your... Yep. Got your instruction booklet. And then we got the cat. Well, I couldn't quite get him back completely into cat mode, like flawless. I can't seem to get it just right. Every time I get something tabbed in, something else untabs. And there you go. So yeah, it's just a straight repaint of the Cheetor. Nothing, no real new molds with the body itself. We did get a remold of one of the face plates, and then we do get the little communicator bits that came out in, I can't remember the name of the episode, but he ends up getting tricked by Tarantulas and Scorponok and got him blasted and destroyed. And Rhinox was really pissed off. But I think it was like the third episode almost. Looks like this will just tab into his arm, just like that. And then this one will go on to robot mode. And we'll look at that later. So he does have the 3 different cheetah heads. He's got the angry look, surprise look, and kind of stoic look. Which, this one's weird because it just has straight red eyes. I can't remember if the Cheetor had just the straight color eyes. But you can, of course, pull these out and then swap out the eyes. So if you want the sideways glance, or if you want just the red. Let's see. And then to do that, you just pull the head straight off. It's just on a peg there. So we can do the glary eyes with just the red. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, I like that. Since he's a Predacon. And yeah, that's really all there is with the accessories for Cheetah mode, or Panther mode, I guess. The head is on a hinge up and down, left and right, not a ball joint. Definitely not a ball joint. Mouth does open and close, does that with all 3. This one doesn't quite close all the way, as you can see. This one doesn't, and this one does. So depending on the look you're going for. Shoulders do rotate up and down. They come in and out. There's a bicep swivel, bends at the elbow. The foot hinges, and then there is a rotator in there. You can see he's got some silver paint going on for the paws. He's got this grayish paint for the fur going on here. I think that looks pretty good. Kind of just breaks up that straight black silhouette. Very similar to what they did with the Primal and the gray. I mean, pretty much straight up the same thing. Just the black was a more, darker base color, obviously. Back legs swivel in and out. Hinge in and out, bicep swivel, bends at the knee, just the one place, bends here, foot does bend, and no swivel on the foot, and he's got 2 places of articulation with the tail, so, and then due to transformation, he's got a little bit of an ab crunch in there. But yeah, all in all, pretty cool looking Panther. I mean, I keep saying I want to see a Tigatron repaint of this mold, but I can also see why they wouldn't want to, because it's so slender. But I mean, seriously, we need a Tigatron. I don't know how they'd pull that off, but it needs to happen. Or maybe a KO company can enlarge it just slightly. I know they like to make oversized things. I think they're making an oversized primal, like in MP10 scale, and I was just like, why? Just make a KO of the primal. People want all the repaints of it. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, let's get them transformed, shall we? Now, mine is a little broken. This came from Mr. Skullface. I let him review it first, and the little tab here broke off. It's here for transformation. I don't think it's going to be a major deal for me. I doubt it. Because once it gets in robot mode, I don't think it'll matter too much. So anyway, let's get pull the tail piece off, set that off to the side, the legs down, and then we can pull this gun out. It's been a while since I transformed him, so bear with me. Alright. So there's that. Alright. Straighten out the legs. Kneecap will come up. Just like that. Paws will go in. I don't think they go in all the way. Oh, they do, yeah. I've got my Cheetor sitting right next to me for like references. Alright, just like that. Just like that. Heel spur goes out. Foot comes down. Like that. And then you fold those pieces here in and in. Alright. And I believe we rotate this around, right? No, right? Is that right? I got Cheetor for reference. Let's see here. So it definitely goes this way. And then maybe the legs just, no, that doesn't look right. Yep. Alright. Whatever. Alright. Fold that in. Yeah, that's right. Okay. There we go. And then we can, so we take the legs here, just fold back, pull out the arms, rotate the head around, so the cheetah head will go in. Yeah, all the way. It's on a double hinge back here. We just 1, 2. There we go. Fold this up. This will tab into the neck. This tab here will go into the neck there. You know, we've already done this guy. before, so it's not like this is remarkably new or anything. Straighten the arms out. Flip this back. Ooh, that is tight. I don't like that. Same thing on this side. Alright. Then we take the legs here and they would fold back like this. And then this one would sit on top. And you would tab them in together, but mine's broken, so we could just set them into the back. So yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, they are supposed to tab in together, but because the tab's broken, they don't. But at the same time, as you can see, this is not really moving at all, so it's not like it's like, oh my god, it's broken, it's ruined forever. I may contact the retailer I bought it from, but at the same time, I'm really not all that worried about it. This doesn't make that much of a difference to this. It really doesn't. That tab, it's so minor. It's just, I might try and get like my razor blade and kind of file this off a little bit and maybe touch it up with just a dab of black paint to hide it. That's the only real issue I have here with it breaking. But anyway, oh, and the knees do go forward. There we go. All right, so there he is in his robot mode. Head is on a swivel, hinge up and down. Got a really good up, not much down. Oh, you do get the left and right. Shoulders up and down, in and out. There's a hinge in there as well as a swivel, so you get kind of the butterfly joint swivel. Double bend elbow. Wrist swivels. This one's super tight, so watch out for that one. I don't know if yours will have the same thing. Fingers open and close. Waist swivel. Hips up and down, in, out. Thigh swivel. Double bend knee, so you get great range. No foot swivel. There's the rocker and a tilt and a toe tilt. So yeah, very posable. Let's see, communicator, we could just pop this on his bicep here. Just like that. No problems. His gun. Let's see here, this opens up somehow. Come on. It's so like far away from me. Let's see. I'm just not so good at gripping these little things sometimes. Alright, there we go. So you open this up, flip out the barrel, close that back up, flip out the handle. That, and just tab it into his hand. It's one of those where you gotta get it in there and then kind of twist it in. So you holds that just fine. This will kind of folds in like this. The gun comes out, rotates like that. Handle comes down on this one, and then the tail just kind of gets in the way, and you can just tab that in. Doesn't hold that one very well, just like Cheetah or Cheetor. Nothing remarkable there. He's got the 3 different face sculpts, so he's got like squinty eyes, big eyes. And then the face he's got on, which is kind of that, like, I'm angry at you eyes. And then he does have the chromed Predacon alternate face, which you can just pop on there, just like that. And that looks okay. I think I am going to go with the one that was on there, the kind of squinting stoic face. Because I think that looks good. And yeah, I mean, he's got some cool paint apps. You know, he's got the silver here. He's got this gunmetal black chrome there. This yellow kind of breaks it all up. Which is a good thing. And he just looks really good. Here he is with the Cheetor. So, you know, while it's a straight repaint, it's almost like a different character at this point because it's so different. And it is our first Predacon, official Predacon, from Takara. There we go. First Predacon. Of course, this was repurposed as Ravage later on. It was a Toys R Us exclusive when it came. The original one came to US. In case you guys did not know that. So they did base this off of an actual figure from the Beast Wars, of course. It came out, like I said, as a Toys R Us exclusive. I think it was a standard release in Japan. And then later, and the trend just kind of continued when it came to Ravage and Cheetor, because of course in the show Ravage does show up, and they have a slightly repurposed transmetal Cheetor body as his body, and then Takara released a Jaguar, I think it was like X9 or something like that, and he was that was the Ravage for them, but he was never released here. I believe he was supposed to be released in the like the 10th anniversary line that they did, but they couldn't find the mold. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. So don't quote me on that. And then of course in the Transmetal 2 line, you know, we had the Transmetal 2 Cheetor, which was then repainted as Triperticus Agent. I guess they were just having a really hard time getting the Ravage name at that time. So anyway, it's a good figure. For being an exclusive, it's not that much more. I think it was like $10 more than the Cheetor. So that's not a bad price by any means. I cashed in all my Chosen Prime points for this, so I think I spent about $30. So yeah, I mean, upwards to $80. I would say it's worth it. You know, 85-ish, 90. pushing it. But anything more than that, like if it sells out and goes into the aftermarket and goes to like $200, I wouldn't touch it. Because it's a niche character. He's not actually in this version of him, isn't actually in the show, so you won't be like blown away by something. And being as just a straight repaint, when we wanted a white repaint, instead we got a black repaint. It was just kind of disappointing that they would do that instead of Tigertron. It's unfortunate. I mean, I think we need a Tigertron. Maybe they can get away with it by making a slightly bigger tiger head or something. I don't know. But then it might not fit in the torso as easy. I don't know. But they need to figure something out. But yeah, it's a good figure. I'm happy with the purchase. It's, like I said, I mean, it's for the diehard Beast Wars fans. This is not for your casual Beast Wars fan. I mean, if you're collecting the Masterpiece Beast Wars, you're getting the ones from the show. That's just how it is. You don't see Takara making masterpieces of G1 figures that weren't in the show. It just doesn't happen that way. So here he is with the Dinobot and Primal. Dinobot could be considered the first Predacon, but he was really more of a Maximal, so it's just, yeah. Shadow Panther is the first straight up Predacon. So I know we're getting Megatron in January, I think it is. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll get some more Predacons. I want to see more repaints as well while we're going. We've talked about Tigertron here. We got the toy repaint of Primal. I wouldn't mind getting a toy repaint of Cheetor. Or Dinobot. Also, there's the Grimlock repaint for Dinobot, and then there's a bunch of retools that were hardhead dinosaurs as opposed to raptors. I can't remember their names. Like Dinotron or something like that from Takara, and then from Beast Machines. So that would be fun to get there. And then for the Primal, there's one more repaint I would like to see. I know there was a bunch of the Primal repaints for Takara during Beast Wars and Beast Wars 2 and stuff, like Burning Convoy and all that. But I personally would love to see a universe repaint of him, where it's kind of like a brownish purple almost color scheme going. That's what I would like to see, repaint wise. I mean, they could get their money back for these molds if they do that. I don't think any of those would be good for standard releases. Probably like exclusives or something like that. But yeah, I mean, ideally, I would like to get from Takara. I'd like to get the whole first season crew. Ideally, I'd like to get everything from Beast Wars, but I'd settle for the first season crew. So, I guess that's it. This guy's going to get boxed up and sent over to Matt B for review. So yeah, he's just going to get sent all over the place.